As we prepare for the integration of the techniques of indifference, the technique of the presence, and the technique of light, let us remember an ashram is a place of quietly confident, regulated effort. The plan and the immediate service activity are known, and disciples and initiates, each aware of his or her task and equipment, proceed to carry out the phase of the one work which is theirs. Each senses its relationship to the phases of the work undertaken by his and her group brothers and sisters. It is in learning to see the picture whole, as the Master ever sees it, that confidence and security are developed. In silence, let us consider the qualities of the 7 rays that emanate from the ashrams that we endeavor to embody, each in our own way and in our groups, to assist in the full utilization of the teachings and in the expression of the techniques that we are integrating. Take some time to consider, how can we radiate these qualities, these virtues, as a group in our soul consciousness, using the technique of light, the technique of indifference, and the technique of the presence. Note the qualities that you bring. Consider how, by means of the technique of light, the illumined mind assumes control over the astral or emotional body and dissipates glamour. Then, using the creative imagination, hold a vision of your being illumined, transformed. Consider how, by means of the qualities that you bring, the technique of indifference ends Maya, for the control of the purified astral vehicle is consciously and technically brought into activity. Use the creative imagination to hold a vision of your being inspired as the transmitting agent of the soul through the groups with which you are working and affiliated, and those efforts through the radiance of those group activities, transmitting the radiance of the soul. Through the nations, the nation in which you live, the nations in which you are connected. See these nations transformed as cooperative entities, as agents of the plan for humanity. Recognizing in your own being the ways in which energy follows thought. Note how, by the means of the technique of the presence, the soul assumes greater and greater control of the integrated personality and of its relations, horizontal and vertical. Sense the higher vibrations of the ray energies within your being and those activated in group formation, merging, blending to serve all. Remember that stage by stage, each person progresses from one state of illusion or glamour to another, one point of discriminative opportunity to another, until they have developed three major capacities: the capacity to handle force, the capacity to tread the middle way, and the capacity to use the intuition, remembering at all times, as Dwalkul tells us, we must bear in mind that none of these three stages are in reality divided off from each other by clear lines of demarcation, nor do they follow each other in a clear sequence. They proceed with much overlapping and often with a partial simultaneity. It is only when the disciple faces certain initiations that they awaken to the fact of these distinctions that we live with in all our areas of experience, all the arenas, as individuals in group formation, spiritually, in our work lives and community lives, and in our families and close relations. Practice this preparation prior to using any of the techniques. And then, before you begin, align as soul and as a group, and see the group approaching Master Dwalkul's study.